Welcome to the Soul Revival Podcast, where we have deep and meaningful conversations exploring modalities, tools, and healing, guiding you back to your most expansive soul self.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Soul Revival Podcast. Today, Lindsay and I are diving into Earth Day. Earth Day is coming up April 22nd for those who don't know. And actually, we just found out from Alexa herself that 422 holds such a significant vibration for Earth Day to land on that day as well. So, Lindsay, take it over and explain what 422 is all about.
Yeah, I'm so excited about this. Well, just seeing the date, I know fours and twos have very specific meaning, and especially when they're in combination with each other. So, Autumn said, we asked AI, we asked Google, we asked the real sources. I mean, we all know that, 222 has specific spiritual meaning, 444, and it ties back to spiritual growth, and 444 with the angelic realm. But very interesting. So when we're thinking about like grounded energy for Earth Day, what we found out about the date of 422, April 22nd, is that there's stability to growth, to balance, to partnership, and blending of the material world versus like the more grounded energy, which I feel like makes total sense when we think about being in our physical body, obviously having to be part of this 3D world, and material things, whether we want them to or not, do hold weight, but also making sure that we're balanced in our energy and connecting back to beautiful Mother Gaia and keeping that connection to Mother Earth in whatever way we can each day.
It's so important too to give back to Mother Earth just as much as she gives to us, because I think we're so quick to take her for granted and take advantage of her and just think that she's this endless supply, but she really, really, really needs our love just as much as she's always giving love. I feel too that, Earth Day is all about energy and giving back and providing. And, I know from previous years when it was Earth Day at school, we would go up and pick up garbage from the earth and do all these things that we should be doing as humans each and every day. We have these wonderful arms to, go and help her as much as we can because she is tired. She is so tired. And we know this because we're all tired. I mean, we go through these energetic roller coasters of feeling great and joy and happy, but our physical bodies, I mean, anyone and everyone right now, I feel like is just hitting a limit of exhaustion. And the best way to eliminate that is by going out and putting your feet on the bare grass or the soil or the dirt or the sand, and releasing, letting her hold you the way that you're looking externally to be held.
And I feel like grounding is such an important way, and being in nature is such an important way to come back to truth too. So, with everything that we're all kind of taking on energetically right now with like the news, everything that's happening in the world, it can feel so heavy and it can really be a lot. And I think for me, I mean, one of the ways that I'm more naturally called to, and irony intended, is to be outside, like whether it's, for me, it's movement practice because it's similar to animals, how like when something happens to them in nature, like if a herd of elk, gets attacked by a lion, and afterwards they don't hold it, they're not holding that in their body, they literally shake it off. So when we go out in nature, we can shake off the energy that we don't want to be attached to us and release it.
Absolutely, absolutely. And, Earth is alive. Earth is breathing. Earth has a chakra system just like we have chakra systems. And, if you are feeling disconnected, like anxiety, overwhelm, just not feeling whole in your body, this is exactly what you're needing, is to get out and just explore, go on that walk, sit in silence. Meditation is just the act of quieting the mind. So going outside, watching the sunset, watching the sunrise. I think you were about to say something.
Yeah, I was just going to say there's nothing more meditative than listening to the song of a birds, like it's just so beautiful. And it, like, if you're sitting with your eyes closed listening to the birds, I feel like that's just instant connection. And there's like this deeper feeling that you're part of everything in the universe when you're sitting there in silence listening to the birds chirping. And it's so meditative.
We want to express deep gratitude for everybody who sponsors the podcast. It really, really matters. It allows us to invest our time, effort, and energy in bringing you the most relevant spiritual content. So if you're feeling called, please subscribe, click like, leave a review, or sponsor the podcast. We very, very much appreciate you.
You know, we just watched this movie and I think that it's called Hopper. It's a Disney movie and it's
Oh, I
called
wanted to see
Hopper.
that.
Oh, it is amazing, Lindsay. Like this grandmother takes this younger girl and she's like, when you feel like you're alone and you're not a part of something, just watch. And they sit on this rock and there's silence. And all of a sudden, all of the animal and everything comes to life. Like deer come out, fish are jumping, frogs, everything is happening. And it's because they're just sitting in silence and they see that there's so much more out there than just them. And they feel a part of something. Exactly like you said, birds chirping, even feeling the vibration of the birds chirping through your energetic body, it's healing. And the universe is always sending the right bird that you need at the right time. Lindsay, I just got this AI birdhouse and there's a camera. So when the birds come and eat, it shows the bird that's there. And then also it records. So I'm always constantly like hearing their chirps now. And, you know, as soon as I get the alert on my phone, I'm like going to my window to like watch them live time. But it is like such a joy for me right now because I'm like, oh, spiritual meaning of this bird, spiritual meaning of this bird. And it's like literally like the breadcrumbs, like answering my questions. The universe is responding so quickly right now to me through birds. So I love that you brought birds up because I am living the bird life right now. Who
And
needs
I
that?
can like feel the joy as soon as you brought this up. Like that's so awesome. I love it. And you know, like obviously birds are a huge sign for me. I mean, hawks, and I just had one today, a huge hawk flying over the yard. And I think, you know, I think it's important to note that when we sit in silence and we are listening to the birds chirping, we're helping heal and release anything that we need to release, but also by us healing and by us being in high vibrational energy. I mean, well, like how you just expressed your, you know, birdhouse, it's palpable, right? And so there's a ripple effect for the collective. So for the communities around us, for the states around us, for the countries around us. Like it is literally when we do this work, it matters not just for us, but it does raise the vibration of the collective as well, which I think is why having a day dedicated to this is so significant. It's not just about protecting the earth. Obviously, that's the most important part, but protecting the earth actually has ripple effect for the collective and it bounces back to us in the human realm as well.
Because there is no separation. There is no separation. We are all connected and it matters. I love that you had stated um, holding on to it because a lot of humans, we are holding on to so much. And collectively, we're like, what do we do with it? You go outside, you put your bare feet on the ground, you say, Mother Earth, I am sending you anything that does not serve me, and feel the dis-ease and the emotions that aren't serving you, the thoughts that aren't serving you, going down your energetic body, going down your physical body into those energetic roots, and Mother Earth transmuting that back out because she has the power to do that. We are not meant to hold everything physically, and it causes a lot of dis-ease. So taking this day to really focus on what are you holding? What are you wanting to release? How are you going to open up your energetic field to receive and give love like you are meant to as human beings? Also sitting in the sun, just letting the sun's rays. I love looking up at the sun and just feeling it in my third eye area personally. But wherever you feel the sun, let it soak in and give back and absorb the love from the sun. Hugging trees. I, used to wonder what it was like to be a tree hugger because I just didn't understand it. But now, anytime, like even when we just moved, my backyard is full of trees. I went and touched each tree just to see what I was getting. And each tree gave off a different energy. And I put Marky's chair, like her swinging chair to swing them, on a certain tree that gave off a very loving vibration. There's so much depth. to Mother Earth. And I know that this is like so in it, but this is how I live life. And to me, it matters. To me, it really matters.
It does matter. It does matter. And I think it's really interesting. You definitely are tapping into your psychic powers right now, Autumn, that you just brought that up because I was going to mention to people because I, within the last year, had awareness around this in a deeper level and the science is behind it. But when you're out in nature, like if you're trimming your trees or bushes, or if you're cutting flowers, they do feel what's happening to them. So I have really, it's become very clear to me, and I've had awareness around like communicating with them. So if you're going to be pruning a bush, if you're going to be making a change, if you're replanting something, if you are pruning it because it's going to be for the better health of the plant, let it know before you clip it, before you cut it, before you remove it, before you do whatever you're going to do. It is really important to communicate with them. And I mean, it's telepathic, but just having that communication does create and strengthen that bond, and I think is really important for the collective as well.
I just want to give you a drum roll because right now I am in a dispute, I would say, with Mark because I have this loving plant that is just growing so beautifully and I'm always constantly pouring love into it. And, I even like my roses died and I dried up all the petals and I grounded them up and I, put that love of those roses into the soil of this plant that I'm carrying. And I'm like, Mark, I am going to communicate with this plant enough that I'm going to put my hands out and it's going to be able to touch me. You see this stuff all the time. People do this stuff all
Yeah.
the time. Grant you, it hasn't touched me yet, but I know that it's going to be able to just lift itself up one day and touch me, and that's going to be the greatest moment of my life because that is my desire right now. And I just can't wait to shift Mark's mindset in the consciousness of plants because they are alive and they do care and they just want to feel the love and support. And trimming them back could be giving them that love and support, but like Lindsay said, make sure you're just letting them know telepathically, putting the intention out there, hey, this is what I'm doing and watch how much more it grows or vibrant it becomes and they each hold their own energetic vibration and they are a part of us and they matter. So I love that you brought that up too because
Exactly. And
it's a
I've
desire.
got a rose bush right now that has like just one spot that looks really green on it, and the rest of it's like looking like kind of no bueno. But I am doing the same thing. Like it's like my intention is that that's going to survive and thrive, and I'm like pouring that into it energetically, and it is going to. Like I know it is going to.
It's yes, exactly. Another thing that keeps coming to me with Earth Day and this episode being all about Earth Day is Earth is asking humans at this time to slow down. To slow down. We do not have to be going a million miles a minute because Earth is trying to give you the signs and the symbols and the synchronicities and trying to tell you what you need. But when you're so distracted by what's next, what's next, it's hard to slow down and listen. So, on any day of the year, if you could take Earth Day to just really be consciously aware of how fast you are going, and if you feel like you're going hyperspeed, slow it down because Earth is saying, I talk hyperspeed. So even slowing down my communication that day would be intentional. Just to just sit back and calm down and breathe and let the support come in the way that it needs to.
Also, I would say like each of us has certain things that are totally easy for us to shift in behavior, whether it's like recycling or using bags when you go to the store or changing out your laundry detergent or whatever. Everybody has like things that they can do that are feel at ease with their lifestyle. Don't feel overly pressured to do every single thing. I think it can be a little bit overwhelming when you see people, especially like on social media, doing every single thing to make a difference. And it can make you actually, it can kind of create a non-starter where you're like, I don't even know where to start. So I just give up. Just set the intention like one thing a month to add and switch into your routine that's going to be better for the earth, which is also better for you. And anything you do, obviously for you specifically, Autumn, and anybody listening who has kids, like this is the legacy we're leaving behind. So just make small shifts and let those small shifts make a huge impact, because I think we can get so overwhelmed by all the things that we feel like we have to do that we don't start anywhere. So I think just starting small is really important.
And you'll notice the shift. So, like, it brings you joy after a while to do good things. And then you'll want to incorporate more things to do. For example, 6 packs of like cans will come in those like plastic rings. Mackenzie will not, like, she will not leave the cans in the plastic wrap. As soon as she sees that, she has to take it off and cut all of the
Yeah,
circles
I do
because,
the same thing because
yep, yep.
birds, and same thing with straws. Like if a rare occasion I do get a straw from someplace, because it's only if I'm like a drive through or something like that, which is very rare. But like I'll cut it down the center and then cut it into tiny, tiny little pieces, because otherwise those get caught in animals' noses or birds' beaks. So yeah, anything like that, I'm totally agree with you. Like
Yep,
it makes me cringy if I see a straw, like a plastic straw. It's like, no, I need to dismantle that.
I know. It's like, I know. I always tell Mackenzie, well, you can wait till the last one. She's like, no, because what if someone throws it away because they don't know they have to do this? So she's very adamant and very quick
I'm
to
with
do
her.
that. So I know she's such an old soul. She's such a bubble of love. But yeah, Earth is something that we have to start putting our love into, and people feel alone. They feel lonely and they're like, well, what do I have? And leaning into that connection of Earth will give you that love that you're looking for. It'll spark something within you to make you realize, like, I am so much bigger than I'm giving myself credit for.
Exactly. So speaking of connection and community, let's talk a little bit about our event for Earth Day and the healing that you're guiding.
So on April 22nd, we are opening up our community to a free Reiki healing. This will be a chakra cleanse all around Earth and Mother Gaia giving back. So I will be channeling all of the archangels, the universe's energy. This will be a live meditation. So whatever energy is there that day, I will visualize it, and we will give back and clear out your chakras. Really put a balance in to restore and invite in that love. Bring in that love spark. I'm really excited. I was channeled to this about a month and a half ago. So putting it out there now that it will be a free event, open to the public, open to everyone. It will be on Zoom. It will be 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. And the link will be below to sign up. So once you sign up, we'll ask for your email. And then the week of the healing, we will send out an email and an update of how to best prepare. Probably drinking lots and lots of water, because water is the yummy vibration that holds oneness. So drinking lots of water, kind of detoxing yourself, allowing yourself to, eliminate anything that may disrupt the physical body so you can receive the healing, especially if you've never done chakra clearing or chakra healing. This is a way to really anchor in who you are trying to be. I feel like last year we went through a lot of identity loss and changing the person that we are. And this healing is centered around releasing those roots that no longer serve you, those energetic roots, and really anchoring in and calling in the new roots and the new you and amplifying that energy with the fire horse energy. I feel that this healing is going to be one of a kind. So definitely, if you can attend. We would love to have you there. The more people there, the more magic that happens always. And yeah, again, this will be with the Soul Revival over Zoom. So we hope that you can attend.
And if you have not had the pleasure of attending one of Autumn's magical healing meditations, I would say you absolutely have to be there, because there's always beauty and magic that comes through every time she channels a healing. So I'm very excited for this.
Thank you, Lindsay. Yes, channeled healing. That was the word I was looking for. But yeah, they work their magic through me, I must say. And the healing, as much as it's done for you guys, it's done for me as well. So I love it just as much. It's just a miracle that happens. So very grateful, and I hope to see you there.
Yes, come one, come all. And as Autumn mentioned, it will be in the show notes. So sign up and join us.
If you love today's episode, don't forget to leave us a 5-star review. Follow our podcast. We release a new episode each and every week, and join us on Facebook inside the Soul Revival community. Come be a part of the magic. We'll see you there.